Is your G-body window so slow that you're going to wonder if winter's going to set in before you get it rolled up? Welcome back to the Snow Family Racing Garage. Today we're working on the Cruiser again. The passenger window is slower than dirt. Insert appropriate pun here. I'm sure you guys have some good ones. Drop them in the comments. We'd love to have some fun down there. Anyway, so the window is not rolling up and down very fast, and a couple of times it's left us wondering if it's even going to get up. When the rain's coming or, all that good stuff, you got to be able to get that window up so that way you don't wind up with a soggy interior. So what I've got is a brand new window motor from Rock Auto. Boy, I'm hoping this is right. We're going to find out. Now, I have done the driver's side window motor before, so I have done this before. That was just before the YouTube days. So we're going to do this on the passenger side, show you how you can do it, show you the things to be aware of along the way, and we're going to make this window go up and down like it's supposed to. Step 1, remove the door panel. I think you guys saw me do this, in the last video or something? Anyways, guys, I'm going to drop a link in the description to that video because now's a good time to adjust your window while you're in there and the door panel's off and everything's easy to get to because it's a door panel. It's not your favorite thing to take off in the whole wide world, but let's get this done. So with the door panel removed, here's a couple of observations. One, someone has been in here before because from the factory, it's all pop riveted into place. As you can see, there's various nut and bolt combos all over the place. That's an interesting sign. The other giveaway was that the jute insulation and the tar paper is gone. Observations, my friends, just keep in mind what's going on. Now, secondly, the power window motor is behind here. You can get to it by that one bolt, but the problem is there are 3 bolts to get out. So, interesting thing. You see that dimple there? There's also a dimple, I don't know if I can show you effectively, right there. What you can do is take a hole saw and drill through at those dimples, and you can get to the bolts that hold the bracket in place that the power window, sits on. It mounts to the door. So if you don't want to cut into the car, well, you have to undo a whole bunch of other pop rivets, and you're going to wind up having marks like this little grinder mark where people have, scuffed up the door a bit. I mean, you're not going to see it, don't get me wrong, but there are options. I'm going to take a hole saw on the dimples, and we're going to open up the door. Okay, guys. It's time. Let's put some holes in the door so we can get to those bolts. The old Blue Mall hole saw set has about had it. The drill bit's just about wore out. The screw that holds everything into place is just plumb wore out. Yeah, teeth are not too happy, but it cut okay. So as you can see, let me get the light here, right? You can see the bolts that we needed access to. Now that that's free, we can loosen those up. And I'm probably going to roll the window up first, which is going to take a while because it's slow. And probably do something to hold the window up. And then we'll get the motor out so that way it gives us all the room without the glass in the way. If you've ever dabbled in woodworking, now's a good time to go find the quick grips or whatever the current name is for them. I've just got them, clamped into place, one on each side, so that way when I undo the motor down there, the window doesn't go wee skish. We want to avoid the skish and the wee because we're going to have our fingers in there and, that mechanism looks nasty enough that I don't want my finger anywhere near it. But something, now that I look at it, we may have to have the window... Oh, darn it. Well, we're going to figure this out, one step at a time. So as you saw, yes, you probably want the window in the downward position, so that way the big gear that's driven off of the motor is out of the way, so you can snake this out the bottom hole. But now that it's out, We're going to take this over to the bench, put it next to the new one, and get it all set up to go. So let's do that. Just so we're clear, this is the new one. This is the old one. Now the old one has these little nuts and screws. It's like a machine screw. Technically it's a bolt because it goes into a nut, but you know, nuances. Flat blade, little nut. I'm just going to transfer the hardware over to that guy, and it's a pretty straightforward swap. Hardware is swapped, and now I've got a healthy amount of grease on that gear because, you know, gears like to be lubricated and greasy. So let's get this guy installed. Watch this! Real time, goes up and down real sweet. Oh, I know a certain El Camino that needs that treatment. And just like that, the window motor is changed. Here's the old greasy beast. It does still work. I'll give it that. But it's slower than dirt. This is going to get tossed. You know, we don't need to keep it because the replacement parts are so easily available. And guys, this is an easy project that I know you can tackle realistically. You know, drill a couple of holes, and once you get past that, the rest of it's pretty easy. It's just nuts and bolts, and, you know, keep your head on straight and your fingers clear of any pinch points. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.